Check them out. The Nail Diva Kimberly Branch and Pamper Me Nail Salon, located inside the W Salon at 1692 Madison. Let Kim be your choice for natural nail care and superb maintenance on your nails and feet. Contact her today at 314-4100 to book your appointments. Are you tired of the same old thing? Well, guess what? The same is lame. Check out my girl Sean Campbell Clemens' boutique of custom kicks at that 1Q Dimple on Facebook and Instagram. You bring them and she'll bling them.
We're back on KWAM 990. This is the unleashed voice for the LGBTQ community. And you're listening to Diane Reed. She says she's an endangered species. And sometimes I feel like an endangered species, Doc.
Yes, sir.
And our core values here is education, enrichment, and empowerment. And we're sitting here with the great genius from Clark Atlanta University, Soul Brother number 2. I'm Soul Brother number 1. I took James Brown title. Dr. Daniel Black.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to be here, man.
Well, what we want you to do, Dr. Black, we're going to let you toot your own horn.
Okay.
So we want our listeners to know what your body of work is, what you're doing right now in Atlanta and all around the United States, not just in Atlanta. So go ahead and let our listeners know who you are and what you're doing.
Okay. I am Dr. Daniel Black. I'm a professor at Clark Atlanta University. I teach undergrad classes at Morehouse College. I've been on faculty 22 years now. I'm a novelist. My 4 novels are They Tell Me of a Home, The Sacred Place, Perfect Peace, 12 Gates to the City, and I have a new novel coming out this September entitled The Coming. Clearly my most popular novel is a book called Perfect Peace. It's about a child whose mother desperately wants a daughter, but she keeps birthing boys until she decides that she's going to raise her 7th son as the daughter she always wanted. And that book has done extremely well. We're in the 13, 14 printing or something of that book now. And so I'm very, very, very excited. I do a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of public debates, a lot of public readings. And right now I'm getting ready for the release of The Coming. The Coming is a novel that takes place on a slave ship. And it looks at and it examines this question of how African people survived that treacherous Holocaust called the Middle Passage. So I'm really looking forward to that book coming out.
Wow. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And, you know, for me, just to be in the great company of you and Dr. Gooch and soon to be Dr. Clemens, you know, I feel privileged, to be here. And I just want to soak up everything. I want to be a sponge today.
Yes,
so when I go back and I listen to this tape, because we do post our recordings on YouTube.
Yes.
I want to be able to just, when I need some motivation, just go pull this one up.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm looking forward to a great show, great dialogue today. So,
yes,
Dr. Gooch.
Yes.
You had a big hand in the empowerment workshop today.
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so refreshing. It really was. Just to see the people come out there and to, like you said, soak up all of that knowledge. I saw the heads nodding. I saw the pens writing because it was like they were evolving. The message was becoming alive to them and they had an aha moment. And it pleases my heart to see people receive that type of knowledge, and not only receive it, but like I said in my lecture today, you have to do something about it. You can't just allow your gift to sit there. And that was very, very inspirational to me.
I know you probably can hear me back there oohing and ahhing today. I was yesing and ooh and ouching, and people didn't understand. You have to come to Cathedral Praise and you'll understand what we're talking about when we exalt. You know, we had purging today.
We really did.
We really had people releasing, maybe from pain or something that triggered a memory. But we had people literally crying today. I had people to come up and they talked to me, they told me that hearing my part of the contribution, that they remember that they need to go back and deal with some things, and that I made them remember some issues that they thought that they buried, and that they know now that until they do this, that they can't move forward, in their life. At least 3 or 4 people told me that. And I know for a fact, I'm a testament that you have to deal with it. You have to heal. You have to heal because it plagued me for a long time. A long time. It haunted me for a long time. And now, you know, I would say I'm not where I want to be, but I can handle it now. I can handle it now. It doesn't take me out, you know, when something doesn't go how I think it should. And also, you blessed me tremendously, Dr. Black, because you let me know it's not about that person that hurt me.
That's right.
You let me know that it's not about that person that hurt me, and I can forgive them. And I know why they're being used in that fashion.
That's right. That's right.
And you're right. I would be where I am if I wasn't hurt.
That's right.
Because now I have that motivation.
That's right. I've been talking to a lot of people about what I call the utility of hurt. How hurt is actually a medium through which a person's destiny is achieved. That hurt is one of those things that helps a person to be very clear, not just about who you are, but also about all the things that you are not.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And so, so this whole notion of the clarity of hurt, we got to really understand. See, these things we teach in churches and these and other spiritual centers, God asks us, and God will force us to prove whether or not we actually believe this stuff. You know, we say things like, you know, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If we really believe that, when we see the weapon coming, we're supposed to rejoice.
Wow.
Because this is nothing but another opportunity for God to show you that that thing ain't gonna work.
I'm just going to let you talk. Have your way. Have your way. Have your way.
What you say, rejoice when you see the weapon coming?
Absolutely.
And we hide and run.
We hide and run and scream and holler after we've been saved 45 times.
Lord
Wow.
have mercy. Lord have mercy.
That's almost like my late pastor, Bishop Cartwright. He used to say, you know, stop coming to this altar praying and shouting and crying
That's right.
on the same stuff.
Every week.
When are you going to get up and change it?
That's right.
And that's what we have to do. We have to change it and quit complaining about the same issues all the time. We get sick and tired of listening to you complain and you cry about the same issues. And I remember even when I was going through, they used to tell me, what are you going to do about it? You know? And I had to realize it's not going to change until I decide to change.
Well, Doc, talk about this dual spirit.
Mm-hmm.
The masculine side and the feminine side.
Well, see, everything actually is made up of what they call the two-ness or the twinness of God.
Okay.
But it's everything. It's literally everything. There are even some entities, some things like worms that are proglotidian, which means that they can reproduce by themselves.
It's a fish.
Yes, that's right. That's right. But because the masculine and the feminine exist within one being, within one body, within oneself. But see, part of the reason that men and women need each other is because in order for us to create, we have to come together. But that's not just create in terms of the physical sense, right? Or in terms of creating children. That's also creating in terms of the kind of world that is going to set everybody free. All of us have to be very clear that we have to join these spirits together. And we have to be clear that for someone to see a woman in me is not an insult. See, if I think that being called a sissy is an insult, that means I don't like women. That means I don't respect women.
That went over a lot of listeners' head. Come back, catch it.
Or respect part of who you are anyway. Since
That's right.
That's the twinness.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. That's the twinness.
Yes.
And see, the twinness is really God. And this is why when the world gets destroyed, God calls for the twins again. He says, Noah, bring me two. He did. Two of everything.
He did.
Everything. Bring me two of everything. But what we got to realize is the first two was already on the boat, and that's God's self.
Yes.
So, see, the perfection that we're looking for is actually already in us. We have really denied part of ourselves in order that we can be applauded by people we don't even like. And so that applause of, you know, you're regular, you're normative, you look like us, you're not troubling waters. But we got to really understand that if you're not troubling waters, then stagnant, stank water is what we give in the world. Our job is to trouble the water. Our job is to upset the thing. Our job is to tear down things and build it again. And the whole notion of the twinness is being able to be whatever it is one needs to be in order that the kingdom of God might be advanced. If I need to access feminine energy, I can call that. If I need to access masculine energy, I can call that. I can call whatever it is, because anything that is conceived is my inheritance.
Wow. Wow.
If you want some of this conversation, give us a call at 901-260-5926. 901-260-5926.
You know, I think one of the young men that asked me the question about telling their mom or their relatives about them being LGBTQ, they left. They didn't hear you.
Yeah.
They didn't hear you talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And about, I want you to tell it again, about you're afraid to tell your mom,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not afraid to tell God.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that you put your mother above God.
Sure.
Your mother's the God in your
Sure,
life.
sure.
So we got to take a commercial break in about a minute or two. So I want you to kind of leave our listeners hanging a little bit.
Okay. In essence, what I was saying there is, God knows who we are. God sent us the way we are. So the fact that we don't fear God's knowledge of the self is indication that the people we fear knowing the truth about us, those people are really our gods.
Wow.
And we have given them the power of the Almighty.
And I believe they really think that.
No, that's true.
It is. Absolutely it is.
No, but I mean, for instance, when somebody come up and they have an objection toward you, they feel that they have God-like power over you.
That's right. And we feel they do. In fact, the only reason they feel they do is because we've already surrendered
Absolutely.
But the crazy part is that the thing that I object about them, they dare me to say anything to them about it.
Sure. But see, what we have to do is not just not give them certain kind of power. What we have to do is actually be clear that my job is actually to show you who God is. I was sent here to show the world who God is. So when these people, they may call us all kinds of names. They may bulldaggers and faggots and sissies. All that they're doing is repeating the ugliness that they inherited.
Lord have mercy.
My job is to show them that if you think you're looking at a faggot, my job is to show them that God and this faggot agree.
And what's your credentials again?
we align.
Yeah, because I want people to know who's talking on this radio show today. So you're from where?
That's very important. I'm Dr. Daniel Black.
Now approve this message.
Don't leave us down. We're just getting started. We're getting warm in here. Stay right there. Don't change your dial. You're listening to the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community here on AM 990 KWAM.